Hi GenderqueerChat, it's Callie. It's Saturday, and this week we're talking about whether we've encountered more genderqueer people who were assigned female at birth or who were assigned male at birth, and if so, do we have any opinions about that? So I haven't met that many genderqueer people in real life because I live in a small town on the windy east coast of Scotland, and but I have encountered people who kind of challenge genderness in various ways, and I have also had a bit of experience with internet communities of genderqueerness. So from GenderqueerChat and other communities that I've seen and been part of on the internet, I think it is more common that genderqueer people were assigned female at birth. I have been fortunate in that even if, people look at me funny or say rude things, they're not violent towards me, or haven't been so far. But other people who are in my situation, by that situation I mean are presenting in an obviously feminine way, but are read as male by those who buy into the binary, whether they be genderqueer or trans women or whatever. They can suffer violence, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen to trans men, but I think it's more common. I think it's more obvious. I don't have a reason for it beyond it's because of society's intrinsic devaluing of femininity, and I don't know why. I don't have some kind of big reason as to why that happens, except that it's for the purposes of patriarchy. To keep men in charge, you have to put women down, and that involves putting down the essence of women's things. What you perceive to be feminine is weak, because if everyone's being told that women are weak, then they'll believe it. But I think that things are, changing, and slowly, and it's coming about that people are exploring other gender identities, and men are maybe getting in touch with their feminine sides. I don't know. It's always inevitably going to be a slow process. It would be nice if there would be a revolution and everybody would just be convinced that it's fine for people to wear whatever they like and do whatever they like and sleep with whoever they like, but I think that aside, things are gradually moving towards a state of affairs where we can all be more comfortable with ourselves. Speaking from my point of view, as a genderqueer person who's assigned male at birth, and thus I perceive that people like me are in the minority among genderqueers. Oh, other thing, I don't think it's particularly productive to make the distinction, actually. Like, as a kind of like there are two classes of genderqueer people. The whole point of genderqueer is supposed to be that it's just kind of big. This is going to be the second video in a row that I've referenced Doctor Who, but it's a big ball of wibbly wobbly, gendery wendery stuff. You know, I don't think it's particularly productive to make the distinction, but there are times, of course, when it's going to be useful, and this is one of those times, I think. And from my point of view, and this I think probably goes for all genderqueer people, I think the best thing that I can do about my gendered situation is to just do my thing, insofar as, you know, I can live my life, is to just do my thing and let the consequences be what they are. Obviously there are limitations, you know, I'm not going to wear a skirt every day because I think I would get hassle, but the thing is, I haven't actually ever had hassle for wearing a skirt. I've had hassle for just my general appearance, but I've never been hassled for wearing a skirt on top of it. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I don't wear skirts very often, and maybe if I wore them whenever I felt like it, then you know, it would just be fine. But it's just, you have to kind of dare yourself to take that step. A lot of this stuff is kind of inside our own heads as well as in other people's. And there's always a tiny part of me, you know, that sees me all kind of dressed up in makeup, and especially when I put a dress on, and I think, what are you doing? You look ridiculous. But then that's where there's another part of me after the voice that says, what you do, you look ridiculous. There's another voice that says, yeah, isn't it great? And the rest of the time I just think I look amazing. So, anyway, what's the point? I'm so tied up in my own brilliance, I can't even make my point. Yeah, the point is just, as, you know, we do our thing, and that has got to be what it is that we do. Okay, I'm going to have to splice that together into some kind of sense, and I'll see you next week.